Hello friends, today our topic is characteristic of living organisms. On what basis we can say that a tree is a living thing and a car is a non-living thing. A cat is a living thing and a stone is a non-living thing. A cycle is a living thing, non-living thing and a cow is a living thing. So on what basis we can say these things? So in this topic we'll discuss it. Here let us start. So what are those different characteristic feature of living things which make them living? Common characteristic feature of living organisms are, we can say that if any organism possesses all these 8 characteristic features, then we can say that this thing is a living thing. If any one of them is absent, then we can say that it cannot qualify the features of living organisms. So those characteristic features are nutrition, growth, movement, respiration, sensitivity, excretion, reproduction, and an organism should share their cellular structures with each other. Nutrition, taking enough nutrients for energy, growth, and development. Animals need like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, fibers, and water. And likewise, the plants also need water, carbohydrates, and ions for the process of photosynthesis. So both animals and plants they need something, so some material, so that they can live. So the process of taking in of these materials is called nutrition. Growth, the permanent increase in size and dry mass by an increase in cell number or cell size. Here you can see that in plants, in case of plants, a plant is first a seedling, first it's a seed, and then this seed changes into seedling, and then this seedling ultimately changes into a plant. But how this is happening? The seed, it enlarges in size. How it is enlarging? By increase the cell number. And in the same way, the cell number, when the cell number is increasing, the cell gains the weight also, it increases in size. Here is a word that is called as dry mass. Dry mass is the mass of the cell or the mass of the plant without water. So it is a irreversible change. So here it's a very small thing and here it becomes a big thing. That is called as growth. Likewise, in case of birds, you can see it is an egg. The egg is changed into chick or chicken, and then this chicken is changed into hen. Respiration. It is a process which occurs inside our cells. It is used to break down the glucose to release energy. Or, as per the definition, a chemical reaction in cells to break down of nutrients to release energy for metabolism. So, what is metabolism? Metabolism is sum total of all the reactions which happen inside the cell. Here in this picture, the boy, it is breathing inside the oxygen, it is taking oxygen through the nose or through the mouth, and this oxygen is going to the lungs, and inside the lungs, from the lungs it is transported to the cells. And in every cell, because on the other side we are eating glucose, that glucose also goes inside the cell, and from the breathing oxygen is going inside. So here occurs the process that is called as respiration. So this respiration, as it occurs inside the cells, it is also called as cellular respiration. Sensitivity, the ability of an organism to detect or sense stimuli in the internal or external environment and to make appropriate responses. It is an ability of the body in which he is connected to its external environment by different sense organs, like our nose, like you are seeing in the picture, there is a rat. The rat has a mouse stages. With the help of those mouse stages, he is sensing his food, he is sensing everything, like he is sensing the ball here. Like we sense the smell with our nose, or we sense the light with our eyes. These, the ability of the body to detect what is towards in external environment, and we are responding likewise. That is called as sensitivity. Excretion, removal of metabolic wastes, toxic materials, and materials in excess of requirement from the organism. Like metabolic wastes like urea, which is the metabolic waste coming from the digestion of the proteins. It comes out of the body in the form of urine and materials in excess of amount like water. When we are drinking water, which the amount of water which is utilized by the body is absorbed by it, but the water which is in excess, it comes out of the body in the form of sweat or in the form of urine. And also same thing is happening with the salts. If we are taking salts in excess quantities, the amount of the salt which is utilized by the body, it is absorbed, but rest of the salts, they are thrown out of the body. The production, the ability by which living organisms produce their young ones, that is their babies. They are producing their babies like every organism is producing their baby. It is also one of the characteristic feature of the living organisms, that is the production. Movement, the action by an organism or a part of an organism causing a change of position or place of that organism. Like you are seeing the leopard, he's running. So he is only moving the parts of the body, and by the movement of his legs, he is changing his place.